I'm just keeping it being with y'all right now. I'm not gonna sit up here and act like I haven't been getting a kick out of the fact that this movie has been getting, you know, bad reception and is flopping at the box office because I feel like it was unnecessary. I feel like the first one, as unnecessary as that first movie was, I gave it credit where it was due. I gave it credit where it was due. It was the very first review I ever did when I started the podcast years ago, and I remember doing a second time watch commentary for it, and I found little more things to appreciate about it. I gave the credit where it's due, but as unnecessary as that first movie was, this shit was definitely not needed. And the fact that y'all decided to go with the whole musical aspect and cast Lady Gaga as Harley Quinn, I'm like, yo, this is even more Oscar bait than before. Oh, we didn't clean up at the award ceremonies the way we wanted to last year. Let's just wear our desperation on our sleeves this time around. And I'm like, why y'all even doing this, man? So yeah, I was getting a kick out of the fact that it was bombing because I'm like, nobody asked for this shit. But I'm a fair man. I'm a fair viewer. I'm a fair, I guess, aspiring movie critic. I always say I haven't quite gotten there yet. I will say, man, the opening definitely had me like I was curious as to why they decided to go with an animated opening. I love that opening. If this whole movie was just animated and it was that whole Joker, me and my shadow type of thing they were going for, I would really love this shit, man. I really love the opening animated sequence of this movie, man. But like on some real shit, as much as I was like tearing this movie down from the trailer to just the announcement of it, just the whole idea of it, I will say, man, I'm still not a Joaquin Phoenix fan. But him and Lady Gaga's performances are really amazing in this movie, man. I already gave Joaquin Phoenix credit as an actor, a character actor in the first movie. This movie, he just takes it a step further, man. And I will give Joaquin Phoenix all the credit in the world, man. He's a phenomenal actor, and this is the first movie I've actually seen Lady Gaga act in. I didn't see I think A Star Is Born or some shit like that. She was in with Bradley Cooper. I didn't see it. I didn't know. I heard that she was a good actor, but I didn't know she was this good. And while she's not Harley Quinn, and while he's not the Joker, and so on and so forth, like she's solid in this movie, man. And I like seeing the two of them together because like they are so good that I almost try to force myself into, all right, man, maybe this is Joker and Harley Quinn, but it's not. It's still not, man. And they make a point at this point, and they make a point at some point in this movie to let you know just who Arthur Fleck actually is, man. They peel back even more layers about Arthur Fleck in this movie than they did the first one, man. And it I think like the first one is kind of still is a character study, but it's a completely different movie, man. But it's still got the same tone as the first one. And there's something else about the first of all, Arthur Fleck is a murderer. He is a murderer, but there's that tiny bit of sympathy for him. I don't want to sympathize with a murderer, but when you see everything in that first movie leading up to this one, when you see everything that Arthur Fleck endures that pushes him to these extremes, it's like, damn, man, all of this could have been avoided. Like just his whole state of mind, like it didn't have to go this way, man, and it just spirals out of control even more in this movie. Something else I want to give this movie credit for is like I am so tired of seeing the same villains in Batman movies or just anything in the Batman universe. I feel like the Rose Gallery is way too deep for us to see the same characters. But what they did with Harvey Dent in this movie, it made perfect sense the way they inserted Harvey Dent into this film, man. And I'm not too fond of the actor, but I'll say Harvey Dent's in this movie throughout the entire, like not the entire movie, but whenever you see him, he is Harvey Dent. He's not Two-Face, but at some point they show you Two-Face as it's in the most subtle way that they could have possibly done it, and then it's just gone. And I'm like, that was really well done. I'm glad that they didn't just crowbar Two-Face into the movie like they did the Dark Knight. I love the Dark Knight, but I just felt like that character, they crowbarred him into there in the for the third act of the movie, and it just felt like a last minute decision for me. But the way they handled Harvey Dent in this movie was pretty solid. The supporting cast is pretty solid in this movie, man. And surprisingly, I'm not even gonna hold y'all, man. The whole time I'm watching this, I'm just like, I don't know what the fuck y'all are going for, man. Like, what are we doing here? We're doing the same shit from the first one, where it's like, is this reality or is this but I think they clarify it a bit better in this movie, exactly what is, being imagined in Arthur Fleck's head and things like that. Because in the first one, like, I wasn't a snob enough to be like, well, I understand everything in this movie. No, my pride ain't that crazy to where I can't let y'all know a lot of shit flew over my head. There's certain things that flew over my head in this movie too. Not so much that like it did in the first one, but I don't know, man. I'm so surprised that I did not hate this fucking movie. Is it as good, as acceptable, I'll say, as the first one? No. But I probably will give this a 6.5 out of 10. I think I gave the first one a 7 or 7.5 out of 10. But I think this one, like the liberties that Todd Phillips took, you didn't really need to do that. Also, the ending, man. The ending of this movie is just like, you can kind of see why Todd Phillips just did what David Gordon Green did with Halloween Ends, and what he did with The Exorcist. He's like, all right, there y'all go. And he just took off running. He's like, yo, it's somebody else's fucking problem now. And if I never make another one, or they never follow this storyline, then cool. I did what I did. Like, he Rob Zombie Halloween 2 this shit, man. Because that ending, it kind of, I'm not spoiling for anybody, but it made me think. I was like, wait, is that, like, is this what y'all are trying to tell me about this ending? And I was like, oh, that kind of, I can kind of see if that end, if it's going to be a bunch of people on YouTube that do that, things you may have missed, or one of the reasons you're dumb as fuck and didn't understand, the ending of Joker, Folie. It's like, you're going to have those types of videos, but I think the fact that they left that one part open-ended at the end of it, I'm like, all right, cool, but there really is no reason to make another one of these. I know Todd Phillips said that he's done with the DC universe, and good for him. I don't think he should have stepped in it in the first place. Well, I don't think he should have done these movies. If he was going to step in DC, he could have did something else other than these experimental fucking art house movies. But I will say, same shit I said about the Crow movie, especially if you were looking forward to this, go see it for yourself. Don't listen to anybody's reviews, don't listen to anybody's rants and raves, and go see this movie for yourself to experience it. Take out of it what you will. Judge it for yourself. But yeah, I can't give it any more than 6.5 out of 10. I don't hate this movie like I thought I did. And y'all know, like, I'll come on here, or I'll go on the podcast at any given time, and I'll let people know, like, yo, I was wrong, and I give shit credit where it's due, man. This really, I mean, it's interesting. It definitely lost me at some point, or almost lost me completely at some point. But like, looking back on it, I can see some things that I actually did like about it. I can't even believe I'm fucking saying this right now, man. Like, this is insane, man. But this is the joy of film, man. This is the joy of either going into shit blind or going into shit ready to hate it and end up actually appreciating some of the things they did. It is. I will also say this, man. There's a moment of, like, there's like a shocking revelation type of moment in this movie, and I was surprised, man, because Harley Quinn does something that I never would have expected her character to do. I know it's a whole different take on the character, but I was kind of like, oh shit, like, I almost felt bad for Arthur again when Harley does something to him towards the end of this movie. I was like, wait, what? Like, Harley's not, that's not what she would do in a situation like this. She's gonna rock out with him, but no, there's a lot of shit going on in this movie, man. But